All right, when you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you will be drug tested today.
Clean.
All right, so we're going to do a drug test today. All right, Mr. Pettis, you took a UA. What do you think the results were?
Negative.
Why would you be positive? Did you use something?
Somebody
All right.
touched it.
So you were around somebody and maybe you touched it?
I don't know how it worked now, but
This guy was already staring down 5 years for drug charges, and then he opens his mouth and somehow makes it 10 times worse. Judge Boyd catches him lying over and over, and instead of backing down, he doubles down like he's auditioning for worst courtroom performance of the year. It's one of those hearings where the second-hand embarrassment is so real, you feel it in your bones. And honestly, the way he's moving, talking, breathing, he might actually be high during the hearing. You guys tell me, was he cooked or just clueless? And if you think the judge went easy on him, maybe you're not hard enough. Grab your popcorn. This one's a mess.
Morning. Why were you late?
I was having a part coming up, and my mom didn't work. Sorry.
Can't be late. You understand?
Sorry. Apologize.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor. We're proceeding on count 1 alone, waiving count 2 and its enhancements.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're being charged in count 1 with tampering with evidence with intent to impair as a third-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. There's no application for deferred adjudication, and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
It is, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Outside the agreement, state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and 200 hours community service restitution. Then to the offenses charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State exhibit number 1 with office attachments. No objection, Your Honor.
State you may be excused. All right. After reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. My client realized that, understands that he made a mistake, Your Honor, and I think, it was something that he understands that he made a mistake and he's accepting responsibility for it today, Your Honor. We are asking the court to follow the agreement and so that he can go ahead and proceed forward and prove to the court that this was essentially an aberrant behavior. I understand he did have some stuff transgressions that occurred in the past, but those were a long time ago, and he is working now, and he has children that he's helping to take care of. That he I think one has autism and the other one has a disability, Your Honor, and he works with mother on those, and so they alternate between, while one watches the kids, the other one goes to work, and vice versa. So he does have people at home that he needs to help out and take care of, and he just wants to try to get this put behind him, Your Honor.
All right. When you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you will be drug tested today.
Clean. I haven't done no.
All right. So we're going to do a drug test today, and then I'll make my sentence. All right. So are you able to go to the restroom now?
I think so.
All right. So we're going to do it.
Before we even get to the UA results, you already know this guy is done. 4. His reaction to the judge said it all. He looked more nervous than a kid who forgot to do their homework and just got called to the front of the class. Judge Boyd spotted it from a mile away. Like, how do you act that jittery in court and still expect anyone to believe you're sober? And here's a weird fact. There's no federal law saying you can't show up to court high unless you cause a scene. This guy wasn't flipping tables, but he was one shaky breath away from giving it all away. My bet? He's high and praying the test machine malfunctions. Let's check the results.
All right, Mr. Pettis, you took a UA. What do you think the results were?
Negative.
Your Honor, it's my understanding that it came back positive for
A myth?
methamphetamine. And I spoke to my client. He's adamant that he has not used any narcotics. I even admonished
Let me do
him.
this. You gave up your right to remain silent. You're under oath. Why do I have a positive UA for meth? And let's do this. We're going to start over as though this is my first time talking to you, okay? So, why would you be positive for any drug? Think back in your mind. Were you around somebody? Did you use something?
Maybe I was around somebody and
All right.
touched it.
So
I
you were around somebody and maybe you touched it?
don't know how it works now, but
All right, everyone needs to whisper, and I'm sorry, sir, you need to speak up. I'm having trouble hearing you. The court reporter is.
okay.
So, how would you end up testing positive? And state, I believe this is your case still. So, other than touching meth, how might you have rendered a positive UA for the court?
That's the only way I know how I got it, because I have a lot of family members that, I don't know how I was.
When's the last time you used?
The day that I got arrested.
And what's your drug of choice?
I don't have a drug program.
Here's the thing. You are agreeing to be on probation. When I ask these questions, I'm asking these questions so I can figure out what conditions you need so you can be successful. I have sent people to prison before. Probation will tell you that. Your attorney will tell you that. The deputies will tell you that. And I always try to give people the tools they need to be successful so I don't have to send them to prison. I take no joy in sending people to prison, but I will send you to prison.